Hello, everybody. Hopefully my mic is coming through okay.
That would be good. Hopefully mine is, considering it's going to be kind of me at first.
Yeah. Ladonia is quickly hoofing it to get to their class quest trainer.
I think it's more
Um,
talenting it than hoofing it.
well, they are horse birds, so what do you want?
They don't have hooves.
Today was mostly a relaxo day online. We worked a little stun lockalos. We did a
Wow.
little blue mage stuff. That was about it. Oh, and Gyoto finally finished the how do I put it? The grind of doom, which was 30 items times 2 for 3 different quests. So that was a total of 180 items that he had to grind normal raids for. So he wants someone to shoot him. Badly.
No, he does not want someone to shoot him badly. If you're going to be shot well.
But he finally got that done, and he's like so thankful he doesn't have to do that again. I'm sorry, Ladonia. We are so not grinding relic weapons.
I'm not sorry at all.
Grinding relic weapons is what you do when you have nothing better to do in game, but still want to be online.
The only thing I will regret on this is not being able to show off the story for the Ultimate Kettle.
Oh God, yes.
And Geralt's wedding scene.
Hush you, no spoilers.
Why? It's not like we're doing that part.
That was just levels of wrongness.
It was
I needed
hilarious.
to drink after that.
It was hilarious.
So while Ladonia is running to go talk to their trainer, I am in Blue Fog and going to be grinding Battlecraft leaves
Okay,
at a
Kazakh-cha.
level 40.
What do you got for me? Always bet on black. Kazakh-cha awaits you with news. You have gathered the first 4 artifacts, Ladonia. That is no small feat. And boy, I hope people are hearing me.
People are hearing Rindis, right? Chirp, 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 chirp.
That sounds good. Or looks good.
Maybe? I really hope I have the volumes correct on this.
That would also be good. Yay!
Thank you very much, Gold.
Yet I fear little time remains. If the tablet of Daza's great ancestor is to be believed, there is yet one more. Attempting to seal the Void Gate before you found them all would be the height of folly. Our search for the solace of the gods continues. I've gone through all the records left by my great-grandfather, yet have discovered little. The only seemingly relevant passage I found was his last. He put it to paper some 100 years ago, just before bidding farewell to his home. The true power of destruction will be awoken in that most sacred of places. The power of destruction is black magic, of course. As to what is meant by this awakening, I fear I am at a loss. You believe that Daza's and Dozumelek's ancestors might know more. To be sure, they were witness to the same events. And yet it is true that they too left their homes 100 years ago and were damned for traitors. It could be mere coincidence, but no, I do not think that likely. I fear this foreshadows our doom. Should you find aught else, I beseech you to tell me at once. I will also continue the search for answers. The tablet seems to suggest that the way to the solace of the gods and the final relic will be made known in time, yet we can scarce afford to wait idly by. Both Dozul Melek and Dazza understand this urgency, and have already returned to their respective homelands to delve into the matter. And for now, to your next task. You must return to he who first bound our four fates together, the prophet Kukuruka. Perhaps his words can guide us once more. He just came from Ul'dah.
Well, guess what? You need to go back to Ul'dah.
Go here, do that. Go there, do this.
Okay. Time for me to take a food buff and do some leaves. Oh, and get out here, my trusty peeps. Hello, peeps. How you doing?
Oh, jeez. They're in the middle of Act 2. I got the fanfare.
Right, Necrologos. Oh look, it's another Necrologos. Oh, and sorry, it's not you.
Yes. Yes, you kind of have to leave the party to do the leave. Do the time leave again?
So, one of the videos that was put out recently by Larry Zor is he did this is how the game used to play like back in the day. He put on his old man shoes. And one of the ones I remember was the fact that you think positionals are bad now.
Yes.
One, there was a third positional. Front.
Okay.
Which still actually technically exists for certain calculations. But it's not as bad as it used to. But original positionals, if you didn't get it right, it would break your rotation.
Yeah.
Not fun. I've got heroic music.
Yeah, the leave music is really neat.
I gotta figure out where the next parchment is. Oh no, I need to avoid the hungry dread wolf. Hello,
Hungry,
Wolfie.
hungry Dreadwolf.
That's a really scraggly Wolfie.
And that's why he's hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Avoid slave. No, I'm not going to teleport, but instead I will pause here so that, I've got a funny feeling I need to read some lines soon.
Maybe?
Assuming you'll load.
Yeah, well, assuming.
Ah, there you are. And of course, it's all the way in the back of the city.
Yes.
Oh, I have some stuttering. That's kind of...
That is me.
You were just actually stuttering?
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I'm not sure why.
I think we might be over vexing your video card.
Shouldn't be that bad.
Oh, someone pokeballed.
Yep.
There's Lalai.
Yep. Checking. No, 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 no.
I think that's the same thing he said every week for the past 8 years.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Please, you must help me. Kukura has disappeared. That man is no messenger of Nabthal. He is a miscreant and a charlatan, one guilty of the most horrendous of crimes. That man was your master, wasn't he? None haven't seen him for days. I became worried and entered his chambers to see that he was well, though he prohibited me from doing so. Then I found only evidence of his deception. The records he had hidden were damning. I now know why he was condemned as the greatest criminal of his day. 100 years passed. He conspired with a magi from the beast tribes to summon a creature known as Barbatos, a monstrous that was meant to destroy all of Eorzea. Their plot was discovered by the order of Nabthal, and the Void Gate was sealed before Barbatos could emerge. Kukuruka was to cast into the Masaja pit for his crimes, where he was to rot until his last breath. The order was loath to let word of this spread, fearing others might someday seek out to succeed where Kukuruka failed. And so they left no record of the plot, save a few inscrutable documents, parchments intelligible only to those whom the secret was known. This is really tiny type, I'll have you know.
Yeah, there is that problem.
These were the last words I found among the scribblings. 4 is the answer. 4 spells of black. 4 artifacts of Eld. The blood of 4 races. By 4 alone shall the true power of destruction be awoken from the Void Gate. Ladonia, black magic is not the key to sealing the Void Gate. It is the key to opening it. Kukuruka used us to revive this dark art, and now he means to finish what he began a century ago. What fools we were to believe his lies. Please, Ladonia, you must stop him before it's too late. Hurry to Nod's reflection in southern Fanaland.
That's the end of the deep cave system, isn't it?
More like the beginning of, but yeah. Ooh, these guys are hunt targets.
Even better.
Pardon me as I kill things.
Killing things is what you do best.
Yeah. Oh, which one is this? Don't forget to cry.
I'm not sure what set them off, but by the way, while I was in zone back there, we were getting a chorus of lahis over shout.
Oh no. Lucky is going to be infamous for a long time.
Especially after that concert.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that poor pianist. Pianist's face. It's just. She
Yeah.
was trying really hard to stay stoic. Almost did it.
Now, that was definitely a phase of my mental powers to make his brain implode are not working.
Yeah. Can't have everything, can we? Ooh.
Ooh dear.
Is that a hunt target?
I have work to do.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at Obbs.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you need me for that one.
No,
Or am I
no.
mistaken?
You can't come in.
No, I meant for reading of lines.
Oh. You can try. I'll be less busy, or you'll be less busy than I am. But any lines will tend to go by fast.
Well, I'm also in the middle of leaves, so.
Oh, leave it.
I see what you did there.
When they say 4 races are needed, I'm not sure Bun Buns are intended to be one of the 4.
Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Life Sweet.
I'm gonna need it because I'm Emo-chan for this entire fight.
And I remember this one was actually not one you could just sneeze out. Wasn't as bad as the White Mage one, but yeah.
If I remember right, it gets tricky later on.
You can do it. I believe in you. I will start anew.
At least I don't have to worry about healing anyone because, well, I'm not healing anyone like this. Yeah, there we go, Void Lantern.
Oh, but you have some of the best damage mitigation in the world. You kill things fast. They can't hurt you. They're dead.
Yep. It's in deadening time.
Ooh, a treasure copper.
Thank you for finally picking the Void Gate. You're going to put me out of line of sight of. Thanks. Come on, stop! Stop! Stop!
Oh dear.
Okay, Void Gate's shut down.
Until it reappears again.
Well, the first one hasn't yet, because there were two of them at the same time. Oh, there's another one over there. Lovely.
One more leaf to go. Oh, talk about fighting a fireworks factory.
Oops. Not what I wanted. Okay, looks like everything is shut down.
Good. Now you just got the big boy.
Looks like it. And he's starting to go down hard. The Dozel just went down.
Oh no, Dozel!
I gotta stop doing that. There we go.
Rats.
Not quite as aerobic as some fights, but I'm trying to
You
remember.
deceived us
Yeah.
all. You have? Quack! Pay you will.
You're one of Hatali Melek's get, are you not?
Mother of mother of mother. Her name you know.
And you, Amalja. Yes, you are the line of Kazabcha. I can see it. And Kobold, through your veins courses the blood of Dagu, does it not? And last but not least, the Black Mage Ladonia. Splendidly done. Few could have vanquished Barbatos as you have. No doubt you're all eager to hear what truly transpired 100 years ago. Being a kindly soul, I shall tell you. I was an ambitious mage in my youth, insatiable in my thirst for knowledge of the arcane. In the course of my studies, I discovered ancient writings which told of black magic, a magic capable of destroying as only the gods can. It was innocent enough at first, until it wasn't. But then questions began to arise in my mind that demanded answers. Where had all the black mages of old gone? Why had the existence of the art been hidden? And so I probed, endlessly, tirelessly. The more I uncovered, the more it drew me in. There was such power to be had. I was not merely ambitious, I was also vainglorious. I desired recognition, deference. By accomplishing that which no other could, I sought to make my legacy an eternal one. Yet the pursuit of black magic was trying. I would pass days, weeks, months at a time, unsure of how to proceed, and what little progress did come came but slowly. It was then that I met your ancestors. The gem of Shatoto, the power to sense magic, the relics, all these things I owe to them. Their vast knowledge, the slow crawl of my studies turned into leaps and bounds. I dare say your ancestors sought the same recognition as I. Kazib Cha, ridiculed by the Amalja for his ingenious analyses of worldly phenomena. Hitali Melak, named a pariah for not sharing in the small-minded prejudices of the Ixal. Da Gu, victim of his kind's idiocy, bound never to leave the land of the kobolds. We toiled together, learning what we could. And learn we did, much and more. Imagining we had gleaned all that was to be known, we prepared to hold a dark rite, one we believed would restore black magic to its fullest expression. I do not know what came over me. Blinded by my own lust for power, I altered one of the incantations. It was arrogant, foolish. Our command over the ancient powers we summoned was lost. I watched as the chaotic aether washed over my friends, ripping them apart, only to fuse them together into an abomination. No, you couldn't... No, you couldn't mean that thing we just saw. Yes, when I saw what my Ubers had created, I mustered all my strength to see Barbatos sealed behind the Void Gate. Sealed, yet not defeated. I felt myself corrupted by the Aether and was unsure whether I could hold my powers in check. Fearful, I returned to Ul'dah, where I manipulated the minds of a few thaumaturges of the Order into believing I committed some terrible crime. Only with me confined to the depths of the Marasaja pit could the realm be safe. And there I remained, waiting for the coming of one with the power to purify the aether of those three fiends with whom I once shared a dream. Do not expect your forgiveness, but I am truly sorry. Line.
Heck! I'm being eaten by a hungry wolf!
You...
was a little less dangerous than a hungry hippo.
TMI.
No words, Dozzle has. Squawk! Only squawk!
I am not long for this world. Here, take this relic while I still have strength enough to offer it. The fifth artifact! Yes, the fifth! Welcome to the solace of the gods. Perhaps you know it better as Nald's reflection, as most do. Truly remarkable, Ladonia. You have succeeded where many great mages have failed. Mastered what we sought to master. I can now rest, knowing that this power is safe with you. It is for you to set the hatreds of the past aright. My time to join Thal has come. May he greet me as a friend. Ah, yes, good night, Cold Silver. And people to talk to. Taza? Then it is over. Finished. Ended. Over. We did all we could, and the souls of Kukuruka and the others have been saved. legends carried by my forebears have had their final chapter written this day. I confess there is a sadness in that. I am proud to call you friend, Ladonia. Brethren, sister, friend. Now and always, no matter how divergent our paths from here. Yes, yes, you are a true mage of the black now. Pray grace we kobolds in La Eorzea with your presence someday. Kazakcha. To think, Kukuruga carried that anguish 100 long years. His crime was born of the hubris of youth, yet his atonement came from the wisdom of old age. His soul has found peace, and it is not our place to linger and disturb it. Come, let us return to Burgundy Falls. And Dozo Malak?
Dre's old plan, this was. Fulfilled his purpose. Kukuruka did. Mother of mother of mother. Forgiven Kukuruka she has. Snack? Think so, Dozel does.
I think so.
Finished. The story is. Had much fun, Dozel did. Like mother of mother of mother. Grand fun she had too, Dozel hopes. Farewell, Ladonia. We meet again someday, Dozel hopes. Squawk!
Squawk.
Squawk.
Can we get
And
a translation
now
app for those
long
squawks?
trek to the falls.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm beating up little sparkly things.
And taking their lunch money?
If they had lunch money, I don't think they do.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm on to a Dublin.
And taking
kinda
his
hurt my
lunch money.
fist. But yeah, the Black Mage quest is so sad. This is
Yeah,
why you
well.
don't screw around with black magic.
Hey, it works for me. Just remember, that power of explosion!
Something like that. After all, every time you cast Firefire, you have to yell explosion.
Mm-hmm. That's the rule.
As I slowly work my way through these leaves.
Mm-hmm. How's your level coming?
Hit 48.
Oh, geez, you're that far back.
Yeah, I was at 47.
Youch.
Actually, I thought it was at 46, and it bumped me to 48. Just barely over the line. Oh, I've got only one foot on my food buff. I need to fix that. Food buffs. Nummy, nummy, nummies. This one is right. Oh, I won. Come on. Click on the right button. Yeah, black mages are really impressive once you give them a head of steam. The main problem with them is they want to stand in place, and the mechanics of a lot of the later bosses do not let you stand in place.
No.
It's just not gonna happen.
Things have come to an end, it would seem. Both the threads which bound us all and this tragic tapestry they wove. Most mysterious things these lives we lead. Do you recall when the words of so many legends and prophecies first brought you to me? It was here at these same Burgundy Falls. We have spoken much here since then, and yet I never imagined this day would come. I stand before you now with no regrets. I am grateful to the gods for letting our paths cross. Dozomelak, Daza, and you, Ladunia Frith. I count you all as my brethren in black. Together, we have seen the souls of our ancestors given peace, and I, too, now feel a happiness I have never known. You have become a true Black Mage, my friend, and more than that, a true friend, Black Mage. Let the dark art we share be a symbol of our bond, and that undying, in shadow or light, by day or night. Ah, Flare.
Flare is godly but dangerous.
Yeah, I hardly ever use it.
I actually use it a lot as part of my AoE rotation. The thing is it's gotta be like one of the last things I cast before switching back to ice.
Yeah, it's a good thing to use. I should use it. I don't. Bet on black 1. Okay.
For people tuning in, a flare is a huge AoE that spell that does massive damage and eats every ounce of your mana pool.
It literally, Flare, mana cost, all. Now, that all could be 1, or it could be 10,000. Just whatever you have, it consumes all of it.
I do find that there is a minimum mana requirement of like 800.
Okay.
If you get too low,
It turns off.
It used to be able. You had 1 mana, you could cast Flare.
They might have changed that at the same time they fixed MP to be a constant for everybody.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I mean, I don't exactly blame them. It's just...
Yep.
I want to be able to cast Flare at 1 MP!
Yeah, with my dying breath.
Enjoy the Hail Mary of the gods! Hello, dear.
And
Welcome.
once I resort out my inventory, which I'm going into
Again?
Old Aught to do, remember, they just gave me the relic chest.
Well, it is 10 o'clock. We were going to move on to Limsa next.
You want to get on that while I sort out my stuff?
I'll
join you.
I think I might want to run to Limsa and start Ninja.
That's what I mean.
Ninja's gonna take about an hour. Let me turn in. I'm gonna ditch
Yeah,
this,
turn in your current thing. Probably port yourself straight to Costa del Sol.
Yeah.
Shave all the time you can. We're gonna need it for Ninja.
Yeah, it's not quite as bad as Rogue, but
it's still long.
yeah.
One thing, it was the one that they introduced kind of in between things. So the questing is probably a little extra long because they're going, we're in the middle, we're between, main story sections. So you need something to occupy your time, don't you?
But it was thanks to Ninja and the feedback they got from it that for good... Actually, I want to go to Wineport.
Okay.
Not Costa del Sol.
Yeah.
Because it's on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
one of the issues they had when they introduced rogue slash ninja was a lot of people complained about having to start the class
Yes, all the
from
way from 1.
And
Yeah,
at the
the
time, that was
Heavensward ones
actually,
start at like 30,
yeah, the Heavensward one started 30,
and
but
then all the later ones start basically 10 levels behind the old maximum.
the big thing with the Heavensward ones is that they were originally setting them up to have classes and cross classes, and then they took all that out. So we never actually got the cross class story that we were going to get for the job that would feed into Machinist.
Right.
You could still see vestiges of what they were going to do in Limsa Lominsa. There was actually going to be a guild hall for it.
Yep.
And they decided just not to do that entire chain. Which makes me sad on a story end of it, but on a player end of it, especially for someone who's not interested in the story, I can see them going, oh, thank God.
Yeah, it was the best decision. Switch the camera over while I go change clothes.
Hello, Obero. You're going to need to do some reading. I'm sorry.
Oh.
First off, I'll talk to Tsubame.
Yep. You do this.
Obero has not been himself since the two of you returned from the battle with Karasu. He seems strangely distant. Please speak to him. Perhaps your words will reach him where mine have failed.
Anything's possible.
Okay, Obero. What you got?
Master and student. After much soul-searching, Oboro has reached a resolution. Ah, Rena. Your return pleases me. I feared I might miss the chance to bid you a proper farewell. Yes, we will be taking our leave from your realm. My mission is complete, and Tsubame's wounds have all but healed. Tradition dictates that we return to our elders to deliver tidings of our success. Redbeak's last words. I will not lie. At first, they weighed heavily on my mind. But in the end, I am a shinobi. I came to this land to perform a role, not out of curiosity or spite. Mayhap Master Gekai still lives. Mayhap not. It is no longer my concern. Karasu is dead, and with his passing, it is time to close the curtain on this chapter of our lives. Before I leave, I would ask one favor of you. There is a place I would visit before we depart your realm. I would go alone to gather my thoughts. Could you pray look after Tsubame while I am away? Her condition has much improved, but I would not take any chances. Thank you, Rena.
Tsubame? Your concern is most touching, but I'm quite fine, Rena. In fact, it seems that the injuries I suffered were not nearly as grave as they appeared on first glance. It would appear that Karasu meant more to fan the flames of Obero's ire than to cause true harm. Speaking of Obero, have you seen him about? It is not like him to disappear into the midst of our preparations to depart. Alone with his thoughts, you say? Where do you suppose he might have gone? He went to Fool Falls. He always goes to Fool Falls.
Because he's a fool?
See! The place where the two of you practice? Yes? He always had a fondness for waterfalls. Yes, that must be it. Rena, Obero is not himself as of late. Perhaps I worry over much, but I could never forgive myself if something ill were to befall him. You will go look after him for me, won't you? I seek not to change his heart, but if his heart is truly made up, I wish only to know his true feelings, that I might support him in whatever humble way I can. So, I guess I'm off to Fool Falls.
Mhm. You fool you.
Trying to decide what the shortest route would be. And I will take the fat cat. Because why
The
not?
fat cat is the shortest route?
It's definitely the shortest legs of it. I have to admit, it is kind of weird riding the fat cat and not have mount speed increase or have flying unlocked.
Hmm.
So instead we have to listen to him go pitter patter, pitter patter down the lane. Ride, my fat cat minion, ride! Ew, slug.
You.
Fly, my fat
Right.
cat! Thump.
Of course, that won't even work on that. Yeah, I am going to have to get some better pants at some point.
Also, because we are not seeing what you're doing in your little house.
That's fine.
Okay. It's a mirror of what I'm currently running.
Yeah, because I was reading.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. I was like, wait, why is it? Did I have my settings messed up again?
No, not for this one.
Obs is black magic.
What's my lowest?
What is your lowest?
They're all semi-low 50s. White mage is probably furthest along. Looks like maybe warrior.
Oh no, the kobolds are attacking Old Maid's Mill again.
Yeah, that trick never works.
Nope, but they're doing it anyway. Gotta sneak around the forest Eorzea. And there's Obero. Standing and stoically ignoring a fate going on behind him.
It's not part of his mission.
Okay, Obero, what do you got for us?
What are you doing here, Emma? I took you for a woman of your word. Ubame sent you, didn't she? It looked like I was the fool for thinking I could fool two who know me so well. Ever since that day, it's the only place in the world where I can find a moment's respite from the turmoil that rages within me. And yet, the instant the sound of crashing waters fade from earshot, it all comes flooding back. You have proven yourself a true friend to us, and a worthy shinobi in your own right. Answer this for me, Rena. For what, for whom, do you wield your blade?
For those around me. Sorry, I'm a softie.
Yes, I knew you a woman after my own heart, Rena. Standing here just now, that is the answer that I arrived at as well. I speak in earnest to you, Rena. Our battle with Karasu, his dying words, they have left me a changed man, and I can no longer deny what I have become. For so many years, I questioned nothing. Tradition, custom, my mission. I was a shinobi, a blade, and a blade does not think. I shut off the doubts, the emotions that threatened to rise to the surface, and told myself this was true presence of mind. I lied to myself no longer. In confronting Karasu, I confronted myself. Looking upon Tsubame lying battered and beaten like my countrymen so many years ago, I felt a single, all-consuming desire to visit retribution upon those who wronged us, and to do so by my own hand. I have made my decision. I shall go and face the truth, for it is only in doing so that my heart will ever know true peace. I will go alone, and I will hear no more of it. You and Tsubame have sacrificed and suffered more than enough. The battle that awaits is mine and mine alone. If it is Master Gekkai I find at the end of my journey, so be it. One or both of us will die. It matters not. Either way, my mind will be at rest. You have been a true friend and ally, Rena. Farewell. He did the ninja thing.
Oh, he totally did the ninja thing. Obero.
He's just wondering what happened.
He does ninja things all the time. Forgive me, Rena. It was as if my legs moved of their own accord. It is just as I imagined. Obero means to confront Master Gekkai, even if it costs him his life. He has made his decision, and I will not stand in his way. But neither will he stand in the way of mine. Wherever Obero fights, I will fight beside him. If that is not too much to ask, pray lend your strength to us this one final time, Rena. You have proven yourself a true shinobi. Your blade, unfettered by tradition or convention, may just be what turns the tide of battle in our favor. Obero did not say where he was, but we already know. Kurasu's last words. Are we done yet? That would be a no. Okay, now we're done. Tsubame, you want to repeat that? Yeah, sure. Candlekeep Quay. Let us see what the guards there might tell us. This heartfelt quest dialogue interrupted by combat. Okay, peeps, we're off. We are heading to Candlekeep Quay.
Candlekeep Quay? Candlekeep Quay?
Yeah, pretty much. So... Though I worry for all these cleaning supplies. They're getting bounced around so much. I'm afraid I'm gonna open it and it's gonna froth over.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you're mixing bleach with things you should not be mixing bleach with.
Thank you, Baron. Combat is everywhere you want to be.
Yeah, Mr. Ferry Skipper, can I get a ride to Candlekeep Quay? Yes, I'll be traveling with you, and here's your 40 gil. I think I can afford that.
And Dramoy.
Don't pop that when I take a sip of tea!
Good timing, you say.
Only the best.
Uh,
Okay, Zarmel. I need some information about a rogue. A ninja-ish rogue.
Any unusual happenings of late? Not as such, save for a small private vessel scheduled to dock tomorrow at the crack of dawn. Other than that, it's all pretty quiet around these parts, as it's wont to be. Funny thing, though, we're not the first one to ask that question. A milkmaid, fairly comely one at that, came by not minutes ago asking the very same question.
Yeah, that'd be Obero.
Sexy jutsu?
Sexy jutsu! Is that so? The milkmaid is one of Obero's favorite costumes. As we might have suspected, he's one step ahead of us. If we could rendezvous with him somehow, it would give us the advantage in numbers, and yet the risk of exposing ourselves to our foe is too great. We should observe from the shadows until Master Gekkai reveals himself. I will take up a position on the western shore. You take the high ground and keep watch from the promontory over there. Between the two of us, that should cover the entire quay. And it's way up there! Joyful! Come on, peeps! We need a ride! Ooh, half moon. And chocobo butt. Just what everyone wanted to see. Sorry. No? Yep. No. Okay, it's over here. Oh yeah, there it is. It's nice how the echo gives us this information that we know exactly where to look. And time for some combat.
Combat during this mission? Nah.
Oh, you know it. Are you still loading? Ah, there you are.
There. Show yourself. I know a rat when I smell one. I trust that I am speaking with the Eorzea Empire's Chief of Espionage and Covert Operations. None other. You can call me Master, if you like, young one, for old time's sake. You're full of surprises these days, young one. The Oboro I knew would have been on the first ship back to Doma once Karasu cawed his last caw. You look sturdier than I remember, if a bit gaunt in the cheeks. Are you getting enough rest? You always work just a bit too hard for your own good. All these years, it was you. You who taught me the way of the shinobi. You who I loved as a father. Why, Master? Why? Why else? For our village, of course. I simply made the choice that any true shinobi would make. Don't tell me you require a history lesson, young one. Since the time of our ancestors, the shinobi have served many masters. For many years I served Doma. Then, when the time was right, I chose a more powerful master. Fortunately for me, and for our village, my services were in high demand. You never wondered why, Oboro? Why, when the Doman rebellion was crushed by the Empire, was our village alone spared Garlemald's wrath? It was because of my actions. I protected us where the entire nation of Doma could not. You betrayed us. The people of Doma trusted us. Do you know how many Domans died that day? We swore our lives to protect them, and you sold them into slaughter. Do you feel nothing? Not even a twinge of remorse at the massacre you brought upon your countrymen? Countrymen, what is Doma to me when weighed against the ancient and glorious history of my fellow shinobi? History is littered with the husks of fragile men who gave their worthless lives to bring glory to their betters. I hoped against hope that Karasu was wrong, that his story was naught but the twisted lies of a sad fool. But no, I was the fool. Master? No, Gekkai, for you are no master of mine. In the name of the souls of the untold thousands whose blood is on your hands, I declare your life forfeit. Revenge, is it? Revenge for foot soldiers and peasants. Is that what this is all about? That's why you lingered here like a festering boil after your allotted mission was complete. Forsaking your role for some selfish flight of fancy will not earn you many friends back home, Oboro. Nor here. The more time I spend in Garlemald, the more I realize that the Empire quite suits me. There is something to be said for a culture that values merciless strength above all. I've won over quite a few loyal subordinates. Poor little one. All your lofty words, and here you stand alone. You are alone because you are weak. I think that'll be your line.
No.
Really?
Yes.
Should I be hamming this?
Yes.
He has no subordinates. This is true. This isn't an army, after all.
Okay, it was her. But he comes in later.
Dear.
But Oboro has something you will never have. Comrades who believe in him and the ideals which he fights.
did you?
Not just me, Obro. Rena, too, has come to fight at your side.
Comrades, you choose the company of a glorified sellsword over that of the master who made you what you are. Oh, how far my pupils have fallen.
You are the one who has fallen, Kekai. Rena fights with sense of honor and purpose that you have long forgotten.
Dramatic chocolate bun entrance.
Nailed the hero landing in high heels. Suck it, boy.
Rena, I cannot begin to express my gratitude. My friends, my comrades, I am honored to fight at your side. Let us show this false master what true strength is.
And let's be honest, my weapons look way cooler.
Whose talent is wasted on peons like you? That guy the blind.
He says that, but he does not understand how good my Snicker snack is.
What music? Now why don't we try this?
Ow!
Yeah, you were not getting out of that one.
Oh, my
She'll
stun
promise
didn't work, you know.
a shame something.
I'm getting out of this one.
I tire of these games. Behold, true power.
This technique it cannot be. Oh, but it is. Ooh, that was a 410.
With neutron, said to be pure myth. Could not read that one. Then asserted in the last. Speed shall feed the strong. For summoning spare ninjas seems a really counterproductive thing when there's conservation of ninjutsu to worry about. Right on.
That was a big right on.
Let me get.
Duty complete. Wow, that was fast.
Yeah, I wonder if they made them a little easier recently because we've been going through these 50s a little easier than used to be the case.
Also, keep in mind, we've become better players since then, too.
Yeah. Tsubame, Rena, thank you. It is through your belief in me that I was finally able to believe in myself. And Kurasu, you had a hand in bringing this chapter to a close. You may be gone, but you are not forgotten. Now, Ham.
Yeah, now Ham. Sorry.
Aw, that almost sounds like a eulogy. It almost makes me wish I were actually dead. You still live? But how? Well, when it comes to playing dead, I did learn from one of the best, you know. I see. But why vanish only to return? Oh, just an undelivered present. Nice English.
This is the fifth and final piece of Rena's traditional garb.
Let it never be said that I don't complete my missions, even if it's just playing delivery boy. Brasso, the elders who named you traitor to our village, they were simply blind to the truth, as was I. If I explain, they will surely see reason. Please, let us return home together. What's this now? Now that wasn't in the script. How soon we forget, Oboro. I was not the traitor, no. But I did follow him. That makes me just as much a traitor, at least in their eyes. Perhaps so. At the same time, you risked your life for what you believed in. We are not so different, you and I. The sentiment is most touching, but my answer remains no. The village was always a bit too cramped for me. I prefer to spread my wings on a grander stage. The honorable deeds of my present do not erase the terrible crimes of my past. I was a spy and assassin, quite a good one, I might add. And for all the blood Gekai has on his hands, mine are nearly as red. In the elders' minds, you had one mission, Oboro. I complicate the matter. Bring this back and tell the others what they want to hear. The traitor Karasu Redbeak is no more, slain at your hand. You will be welcomed as a hero. Well, my fate will be even grander. I will at long last be free. If that is how you would have it, Karasu, then so it shall be. But this I promise you, slowly but surely, our village will change. I will take what I have learned and build a village that honors all of our fallen. A village you could be proud to call home. Just don't get too cocky now, or I'll have to come back to put you and your whole village in its place. I look forward to that day. Let us meet again on the battlefield and pit our ideals against each other as we did that day.
Bye-bye, little bat minion. Well, this was not what I expected to come back to.
Combat,
like
it's what's for dinner.
The local guards are taking a stowaway out to task.
Yep.
And back to the storehouse. This will be a ride. What mount to take this time?
Oh, you know you want to use the fancy one.
I have lots of fancy ones.
That's it. The Drama Llama mount.
Yes, the Drama Llama mount. I for one am happy it ended up in the cash store and not some absolutely
Oh god, yeah.
ridiculous achievement that you had to achieve.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are complaining that the price might be too high, and I'm like, not really.
Especially if not on a two-person.
Yeah. Forward and back. Unfortunately, it doesn't.
Grid Mage theme song.
Yeah. But that did not take as long as I predicted, so
Close to it, but
good.
yeah, I went under time instead of overtime. But it was still most of an hour.
That means next week we'll probably start on Warrior for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know it won't be enough time to do Warrior here.
No.
And then after Warrior would be probably Lancer.
Okay.
Or Dragoon.
Trying to think. Yeah, you did Pally. So we've done our Gridania. We've both done our Ulda. So we just have this left for Lemza. And then it's on to our fourth.
Yeah, which is the spares. And
Yep.
Monk will take pretty much an entire game time because I'll be running it back to back.
Yes,
Part
yes.
of me is like, we really should go through some of Eric's lectures. They're special. And they're actually lore relevant.
Yes, they are.
One of the running gags in Monk is that one of the people you deal with, the Professor Eric, he is a researcher who loves to talk and pontificate, and he has a series of lectures that in your off time you can, after you've gotten through certain stages of the quest, can go through, and they're like pages on pages of dull lore that's actually kind of important.
Yeah.
Whoever
During one of the quests, he actually goes off into one of the lectures, and they actually go blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's what you get during the main story quest, but afterwards you can actually talk to him and get the full lecture and not just him going blah, 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 and so-and-so and so-and-so and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's a thing of beauty.
They do have their sense of humor.
Ooh, look, hair. Hello, Overo. Psst, you're lying.
Oh. Right. Just as I switch back off. It is strange, Rena. All this time, I believed I was instructing you in the way of the shinobi. And yet now that all is done, I feel that I should be the one to call you teacher. Thanks to you, I finally achieved true clarity and presence of mind. My blade is stronger for it, and more important still, I now understand what I am truly fighting for. Body or mind, by any measure, you are every bit my equal as a shinobi. Save for one final technique which I will now impart to you. Kasatsu. Bless you.
You're welcome.
Use it to rearrange the energies channeled into your body and unleash powerful ninjutsu techniques, one after the next. But be warned, in our tongue it means quite literally life and death. Which one it means for you will depend entirely on your presence of mind. And with this, I believe we have both satisfied the respective sides of our initial agreement. We will return to our village, which means I must bid you farewell. Though perhaps not this day. I would see my home change for the better, and introduce new ways of thinking to complement the old. But before I can, there is much I still must learn about this land. Uh-oh.
And so I will go on ahead. I will report to the elders the success of Obero's mission and inform them that he will return as soon as he recuperates from the wounds he sustained in battle.
With the soul stone that Karasu gave us, no one will doubt the success of our mission. It is a flawless plan, if I do say so myself. Uh-oh.
Yes, how fortunate we were that I thought of it. Never change, Obero. Promise me that. With that, Rina, it seems that it is I who will bid you farewell. You've been a trusted friend, and my heart awaits the day in which we shall meet again. But you will return to give Obero lessons from time to time, yes? I'm not convinced that his bow are as masterful as he seems to think they are. Never change, Obero.
Boy.
This concludes the Ninja Quest. Complete main Sakari quest before the dawn. Once you do, Ninja Quest will be available from Obero. Against the Ninja one. Woohoo! And now I think it is time to hit Limza no Minza for a little work with the glimmer chest. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was doing earlier. No, actually, I should go turn in spirit greens or blues.
There we go. Lunar whale ho!
Kind of empty in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of rattling around inside. But it has cool music. So next week will be Warrior, and then on to that would be Dragoon.
Oh man, I can't turn most of those in.
Oh. Not
The
great.
old, the like level 50 stuff they handed as part of the quest.
You should be able to turn it in as long as you're not, Oh, but those ones you want to throw in the armoire anyway. Once you repair them
okay.
up. They'll actually go in the armoire, not the glamour chest.
Okay.
Confusing systems on confusing systems.
Mm-hmm.
I do hope someday, one day, my fondest hope is that they will make a glamour chest housing item.
Yeah. You know that it'll be really amazingly difficult to make, but we'll do it anyway.
Something like that. I'm surprised it wasn't a housing item, but thinking on it, I think the programming involved in it is kind of insane. So I don't know if they can actually make that as a true housing item. I mean, I still hold out vain hope, but, you know. And pack in Limsa.
Mhm. So to a certain extent, storing the wizard Petasus in the Armoire is kind of a lie.
You don't like the petasis?
Well, you know what that is.
The hat.
Yes.
The hat, which does not show on Vieira.
Yes.
One can hope.
That hat.
I'm hoping once the male Vieira come in, they're able to add some more hairstyles.
Yeah.
But we won't see them for another at least a couple months. Maybe.
You headed to the Grand Company?
Yeah. After all, there's a chest in there. I just wanted to repair up so that I could put things in the armoire.
There's an armoire in there as well as the main chest?
There is an armoire and there is a glamour chest.
Wow. Oh, in the barracks.
Yeah,
Okay,
in the barracks.
Right.
Because if you notice...
And the training finished, so I should do something about that too.
If you've noticed, the glamour chest is always in an area that is instanced.
Yeah. Which is part of why I was a little surprised I wasn't thinking in terms of the barracks.
Yeah. Send my guys out on another quest. Ooh, yeah, you're not doing that one. How about that one? A little better. Let's take a chance, you'll get XP.
Actually, first things first. Oh, still no new enlistments.
Aww.
No one wants to join my squadron.
We have to make a concerted effort on challenges.
Yep.
Ah, why did that go there? That needs to go to... Come here. Armoire. I'm actually kind of sad that they don't use the armoire more than they do.
Yeah.
Ooh, did I already put all those things away? I guess I did. Let's double check this. Yeah, you're an OPC slot. Armoire. Ninja. 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 And ninja. Yeah, okay. It's all in there more. So now it's time to open my nifty present.
Yes.
A head we'll never see. Chest. Legs. Hands. Boots. And the soon to disappear belt.
Belt. Yes.
By the way, what's my tombstones at? I have, like, no tombstones. Okay, then! This is weird! What happened to... That's right, we haven't done any level 50 stuff, therefore we have no tombstones. That is so weird not having any tombstones of poetics. feels wrong, you know? Okay, that's saved off. Pugilist still looks good. White Mage is very whitey. And Paladin is very pally. I think I'm good. Any other maintenance stuff we need to do before we slog off?
I think so. I've managed to... Well, okay, let's sort that out, but that's other stuff.
Skill speed. Here. Or go right. Thinking you go there. Well, the rest of this is junk. Junk, 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 junk. Okay. And next week will be your warrior quest.
Mm-hmm.
So you can feel the barbarian within you. Yeah.
Now, that, of course, is Costa del Sol. Do we want to make a quick trip out there? Or assume that we're going to end up doing something in between?
I think we want to log here. That way we can check the squadrons before heading out.
Okay. That is a good idea.
Because if you know we don't, we'll then have problems.
Maybe?
You following?
No? Sorry.
The bar's over this way, girl!
Oh, you want to go to the bar.
Of course I want to go to the bar. If I'm going to sit my bum down for a week, I want drinks. You have a problem with that?
No.
Okay then!
As long as I'm not buying them all.
Ew. In any case, thank you all for joining us this evening. Again, next Saturday, hopefully we'll get back onto Heaven on High. We're starting on, what, floor 80? Or am I off numbers? Or are we starting on 61? For Heaven on High.
I do not remember.
Does anyone know if Caredwin's streaming? I know, I'm making you guys look.
Announcements. I'm not seeing an announcement over on Baron's channel, so presumably not.
Okay, in that case, I will let you guys go. You guys have a great week. Get a good night's sleep. Be safe, be well, and we hope to see you next week on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Night all.
Everyone have a great week.